Welcome aboard, it's Captain G. This is Newblood, 16.4, January 1944, Japan. First off, the Emperor has asked us to press forward and complete some techs that are way behind schedule. So with the white dice, we're going to start improved factories at a 7+. With the red dice, we're looking to complete amphibious doctrine at a 7+, and with the green dice we're looking to advance large ship construction at an 8+. Eggman-san? Oh, the Emperor's not going to be happy. So all we did was start improved factories at phase 1. We just can't finish amphibious doctrine for some reason. All right, our buy. Coming into this turn, Japan had 66 IPPs. You can see the buys here on the lower right of your screen. We are moving 2 battleships from stage 3 to stage 2 for 8. We're going to start 1 battleship on stage 3 for 4. That's 12 IPP. We are going to upgrade a minor port to a major port for 3. That's 15. We're building 1 light cruiser for our Italian allies. We appreciate their support of the Greater East Asia Co-Prosperity Sphere. We are building 2 of our brand new jet fighters for 12 each. That's 24. That takes us to 47. We're going to commission 2 Marine units for 8. That's 55. 2 mountain infantry units for another 8, that is 63, and 1 regular infantry unit for 3, that's 66, remainder nothing. We also get, because of our bonuses, a free coastal artillery, which we intend to install at Midway Island. All right, moving on to combat and combat movements. We only have 2 combat this turn. The first, our strategic bomber from the airbase in Java, will fly 1-2 to strategically bombard the 5 Gurkhas at British Malaya. Embedded with the bombs will be leaflets offering them an opportunity for surrender. And then our next attack will be in Bengal with the, where'd they go? 2 Gurkhas in that army group. We're sending Benares. I'm sorry, that's Benares. So from Bengal to Benares, crossing the river is 1 Marine who has no penalty. 3 infantry crossing the river. So the first round, they will be at a 1. And then they'll join their Marines at attacking at a 2. The armor unit will drive into Calcutta and then use the bridges over the river, and then from Calcutta move into Benares, also with no penalty for the river. And they will be supported by the Indian Expeditionary Air Group, fighter flying from Calcutta, 1 space having 4 left, into Benares. Okay, so those are our 2 combats. Let's go ahead and roll the 1 set of 3 dice for the strategic carpet bomb of British Malaya with the strategic bomber. None. All right. Never as effective as our German allies, but there's only 1 Japanese plane. It has to do the work of 2 German planes. All right. Now the main attack to finish off the FEC, hopefully, in India. We have 3 1s.
None.
Nope. 1 2.
Nope.
Nope. 1 6 with the medium armor coming out of the city.
Nope.
No. All right. 1 6 with the fighter.
Nope.
All right. That was a disastrous first round. Hopefully the FEC has equal. 2 4s. There are no terrain enhancements for them.
1 hit.
1 hit. All right, so we'll lose 1 of our infantry. Now we'll go round 2. Okay, now we have 3 2s. The Marine and the 2 infantry.
1 hit.
1 hit. Thank you, Marine. We have the armor at a 6.
Nope.
Fighter at a 6.
Hit.
Hit. All right, so that does finish the battle. Okay, so the 2 Gurkhas are gone. They fire in defense, 2 4s.
1 hit.
1 hit. So we lose another infantry. The Marine, the armor, and the fighter survive the battle. And we take Benares. That moves the FEC down 1 more. And moves the Empire up 1 as well. Okay. So I have the FEC moving from 4 to 3. Yes, Delhi and British Malaya. So that's the 3. And that moves Japan up from 51 to 52. All right, non-combat. All right, so let's go ahead and land this fighter. So it had 4 left. We flew 1 into Benares. We can fly over the Himalayas. They're impassable by ground, but you can fly over. So 2 into Tibet. 3 into Xinjiang, and 4 into Qichao to join that army group. All right, we already landed the strategic bomber. We are going to move this Marine in Burma down to Siam. We are going to load the 2 infantry at Bengal that did not participate in the attack onto 1 transport. And we're going to load the 2 infantry in Calcutta who did not participate into that attack onto the 2nd transport, and drop all 4 of them off in Siam. So we now have 6, maybe if you want to chip that out, Eggman, 6 Japanese infantry in Siam with the 1 Marine. From P14 and P15, these 2 transports, picking up the 3 infantry, moving back into P14. The transports are going to drop the infantry off in the city of Beiping, and then the transports themselves are going to go into port at Rihe. They're going to go into that major port in Rihe. But they're dropping the infantry off in Beiping. All right, from Hopei, we have 2 infantry. They're going to move into Suyan, the adjacent mountain territory. From Kwangtung, from this army group, which I'll put down here because we are disestablishing that army group, the 2 mountain infantry are going to rail all the way up to Suyan to give us a total of 4 mountain infantry in that territory. The 2 we sent and the 2 that were there. Okay. We are also moving from Kwangtung 1, 2 into Shantung, a motor infantry pulling the artillery and a cavalry riding escort. And then finally, the balance of the force, except 1 infantry. I'm sorry, except for 2 infantry. So 2 armor and 1 infantry are going to go from Qichao to Kwangtung. Did I say that backwards?
The other way. Kwangtung to Qichao.
Kwangtung to Qichao. So at the end of the day, because that's it for these 2 army groups, we have 2 infantry left in Kwangtung. And in Qichao, we have 6 infantry, 4 artillery, 3 medium armor, and 1 fighter as we disestablish that army group. Okay. Cut a fighter. Yeah, we did that. Did that. All right. From P50, this fleet, which I think is in camera, the destroyer is going to pick up the 1 Marine in Siam already. There are 2 Marines in Siam, but the one that did not move, the one that started there, the other one came down from Burma. So he's going to ride on that destroyer, and this battle group is going to go 1 to P42, 2 to P43, 3 to P45, and then 4 to P47 to take up station at the Marshall Islands. And that fleet was enhanced with the major port in Cochin, China. The 2 destroyers in the adjacent territory, P41, utilizing the power of the port in Kwangtung, will onload 2 Marines as well. And they will follow that task force. 1 to P42, 2 to P43, 3 to P45, and 4 to P47. Oh, I put the Marines in the wrong group. So I have 3 Marines on the island. I'm going to drop them off on the island. And we'll recap the 2 battle groups when we're done. So that's the Marshall Islands Kido Butai Task Force. The second task force, here off of Tokyo Bay, P16, I have 2 transports that will onload the 3 infantry and 1 Marine, filling up the 4 infantry berthing spaces. And they will go 1 to P18, 2 to P20, and 3 to P22. Take up station at Midway Island, and they will drop the Marine and the 3 infantry off at Midway Island. The jet fighter on Honshu will fly 1, 2, 3, 4 and operate now off this escort carrier that's part of that Japanese combined fleet task force. This destroyer in P15, also utilizing the major port bonus, will onboard the last Marine in Honshu and follow the combined fleet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, dropping the Marine off on Midway Island. Okay. The coastal sub off of the Hawaiian Islands in P29 will take up a new patrol station at P24. 1 fleet submarine at P22 will move to P29 to take up patrol station off the Hawaiian Islands. So coastal sub down here, 1 fleet sub there, leaving the other 2 fleet submarines. Okay. Anything that you think I missed, Egg?
2 tanks.
Where do we have them? Here as well?
Mm-hmm.
So the 2 medium armor in Rihi will also move into Suyan with the 4 mountain and the 2 infantry. I think that's
This.
Oh, I didn't write that down. Thank you. I'm glad we rehearsed this beforehand. So in I-11, this battle cruiser will move 1 to I-12, 2 to I-13, 3 to P-59, and 4 to P-50 to takeover duties patrolling the sea zone from pirates that the combined the Kido Butai task force had completed. Okay. Yeah, I didn't write that one down. We talked about it. I failed to write that one down. Anything else? Feel good about the... Oh, we didn't talk about this. I want to move the seaplane from Borneo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have him land at Okinawa at the seaplane base there. Okay? So the seaplane from Borneo to Okinawa, where we have another seaplane base. All right, I think that completes our non-combat. Let me place units, summarize the income, and then I will recap at the very end for my fellow players all the forces. And if anyone watching doesn't want to listen to all that, they don't have to, but let me finish my turn for them. So the battleships are just moving forward on the production chart. The major upgrade is in Midway, where we go from a minor port to a major port. Because of all the fleet activities, we brought some Japanese Seabees with us. The 2 jet fighters are going on to Honshu Air Base. The 1 infantry is going into Calcutta. I should have done 2 sculpts rather than 1 mountain infantry is going into Honshu. The other mountain infantry is being produced at Rihi, the mountain infantry training center there. And the 2 Marines are being produced at the Honshu training facility as well. The 2nd Coastal Artillery is going on to Midway. That gives us 2 there. And the Italian Lend-Lease light cruiser is being produced at the shipyard in P-15 right outside of Kyushu, going around through no enemy forces up the Suez, and is going to take station at M3 with the other light cruiser, also probably of Japanese build. I'm not sure who built that last one. Okay, so that finishes our place units. Japan moved up 1 by taking Benares from 51 to 52. They have 9 bonus for China and the minor islands and 6 bonus for the major islands. That's 15 altogether. 15 and 52 gives us 67 cash on hand. And I already outlined that the FEC is moving down from 4 to 3. All right, let me recap a couple areas then. In Siam, 1 Marine and 6 infantry. In Calcutta, 1 infantry, 1 militia. In Benares, 1 armor, 1 Marine, 1 infantry. In Quichao, this army group, we now have 1 fighter.
It's off camera.
That's off camera? All right, move this fleet. I'll move that a little bit further down. How about now? Mm-hmm. Thank you. 1 fighter, 3 medium armor, 6 infantry, and 4 artillery in Quichao. In Shangtung, 1 cavalry, 1 motorized infantry, and 1 artillery. It was able to move 2 because it was towed by the motor infantry. 3 infantry in Beiping, 4 mountain, 2 armor, and 2 infantry in Suyan. And at Rihi, 1 mountain infantry and 1 militia. In Honshu, 2 fighters, 2 marines, and 1 mountain infantry.
Jet fighters.
2 jet fighters, exactly. Thank you, Egg. At Midway Island in P-22, we have on the island itself a fortification, 2 coastal artillery, 1 militia, 3 Marines, and 3 regular infantry. At sea, not in port, at sea, because we wouldn't be able to use the port anyway, we just built it, but in case there's a question, we have 2 fleet submarines at sea. We have 4 Japanese battleships at sea, 1 heavy cruiser, 1 jet fighter on a escort carrier, 2 transports, and 1 destroyer in P-22. Up in P-47, the Kido Butai, at sea, nothing's in port. We have 2 fleet carriers with 2 fighters and 2 tactical bombers embarked. We have 1 escort carrier with a fighter. We have 2 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, and 3 destroyers at sea at P-47. On the islands, because there are many of them there, the Marshall Islands, we have 1 militia and 3 Marines. I think those are the major groups, and certainly the ones that we changed. The seaplane is now in Okinawa, and the battle cruiser is in P-50. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over now to Lancer Bolt with the British and the French turn. For Eggman, I'm Captain G. Over and out.